Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of our Go Shop Local, and today we have Kenny with us from Artisan Hot Sauce. Thanks Kenny for being here with us today. We're actually in, people are wondering where the heck we are. We're in the R&D building where they've got hot tubs and pellet grills, and we've got Hamel meats here. There's a lot to offer, but then nice little gem right here is our hot sauces. So tell us a little bit about your company.
Well, we're a local company. I started about a year ago. It'll be 2 years ago in November. So you can add the months if you want. And I've been making hot sauce for quite some time, and started to kind of own it pretty good and get a good following of friends, and kind of passing my hot sauce off to. I find those little flip top beer bottles.
Oh, yeah.
And the flip top kind of reusable bottles at the dollar store and here and there, and I fill those up with hot sauce. And my friends were like running out of hot sauce, you know. It started to get quite expensive, and so I started in fermenting, and it would take like a good 6 months to ferment a batch. And so after that, I'd get, you know, maybe 20 bottles, and that would last quite a while. And so, you know, it started getting really good, I guess. And then I was having a coffee with a buddy, and he said, "Why don't you just make a go at this? You just do it on the side, make some labels." And I was like, that sounds pretty awesome. And the idea for me to maybe do a farmer's market one day with
Right.
hot sauce would be pretty darn cool. So that was pretty much, that was how it started, and that was literally my goal.
So you just basically started by making it for your friends.
Yeah, because I liked it, right? I love hot sauce, always have. But I always find that there's, you know, kind of that missing space in hot sauce. Like, you can get really hot and it's really, or like
Right.
really tasty but not quite hot enough, or like is the heat that you want, or but it kind of makes a meal taste not that great or whatever. So I thought there needs to be a hot sauce for like everything. Like if you're eating rice, there needs to be a hot sauce. If you're
Gotcha.
eating eggs, there needs to be a hot sauce.
Right.
There needs to be like ice cream. You need to have hot sauce.
So I'm assuming that's why, like, I see there's a ton of flavors here. Obviously, if you're talking about different types of foods,
Yeah.
there's a hot sauce for different type of food.
There is. Man.
So if somebody, I guess, was looking for suggestions, I know you're online as well, so people could probably message you and say,
Absolutely.
I'm guessing, like, my idea would be, hey, I'm cooking this, what would you put on this?
Yeah, you can actually go to our website, www.canartisan.ca, and I think you go to where the I should know this better. Click on one of the tabs, and when you find the hot sauces, you can click on the hot sauce, and it'll have a little list of foods that it tastes really good on. And that's from feedback too, because there's like, we have this. Oh, look, they have some here too. It's a seasonal hot sauce called Ridiculous Pumpkin Spice.
Oh.
And I have a nephew that put it on his pumpkin pie. He said it was good. I didn't want to put it on my pumpkin pie, but it's that pumpkin pie-esque taste. And for me, I love to dip chicken in it.
Oh,
So
okay.
chicken wings or whatever. And so you click on that, and you know, every now and then we'll get a friend or somebody say like, "Oh, I tried this on fish and chips or fish tacos," and then so we'll write that in there. So we try to keep that as up to date as possible. So because a lot of people are just kind of getting into hot sauce, and they don't know, like, well, I'd like to buy this dill pickle hot sauce, but what are you going to put dill pickle hot sauce on?
Right.
Then go on our website and you can check that out.
Wow. So how does you get inspired by these flavors? Like, what made you think one night, oh, I'm gonna make a pumpkin hot sauce?
Well, the kind of guy that I am, and I'm really working on this. This one I kind of made out of spite a little bit, because I was frustrated with the pumpkin spice everywhere, right? And I'm not a pumpkin spice guy, so it's my slap in the face back that I really like the taste of it, right? So, but
Sorry, we had a bit of a glitch there, but Kenny was just explaining to us about the pumpkin spice and said chicken wings.
chicken wings.
Put it on chicken wings.
Put it on chicken wings. I mean, who knows what pumpkin spice is good on, but I do know it's good on chicken wings. KFC in particular.
Awesome. So, talking about some of the spices, what would be kind of your favorite, or what's the favorite of the public, or what's something that you recommend?
Well, the one that sounds the greatest by probably 4 or 5 times is the spicy dill pickle. People love the spicy dill pickle, and every time we make a batch, we think of how to make it more dill pickly. I don't know how you make it more dill pickly than grinding up dill pickles and putting dill in there, but it's definitely a challenge, because just at the farmer's market last weekend, we had a lady say, it needs to be more pickly.
Oh, really?
I'm like, we can maybe pour it on a pickle, maybe.
Yeah.
But this one, people love in their hamburgers, their Caesars.
Caesar, there's an idea.
A lot of people are saying that. So this is my daughter's favorite hot sauce, or one of them. I think the carrot one is her favorite. It's a seasonal Easter one, and we're almost sold out. So officially, we're sold out. I may have a bottle. And this one here, we'll talk about that one later.
Okay.
This one here probably would be my all-time favorite hot sauce that we make. It's the Magical Unicorn Radish hot sauce.
Magical Unicorn Radish.
Yes, so
Horseradish.
Horseradish, that's right. A lot of people don't know this is horseradish. So I guess maybe unicorns aren't horses or whatever. Maybe.
Right.
I mean, but
I get it.
if I was on a deserted island, I would want to have this with me. It's, if you like horseradish, you're gonna love this. It's not just horseradish; it's just explosion of horseradish in your mouth.
Cool.
Onto whatever. And so, if your food isn't that good, now it can be.
Yeah. Like that's
And if you love the barbecue, you got your Canadian Lumberjack maple apple butter. This, yeah, this was Dave's baby, and it took us quite a few times because my partner lives in Rosetown and I live here, and so what'll happen is we'll put together a batch, we'll just make a recipe, and then I'll send him a few bottles, and then he'll be like, well, no, it needs more of this, it needs more of this.
Okay.
And I'd never really had an apple butter before, so it was a real challenge making the maple apple butter. But I'll tell you, like in each batch, we put like 5 liters of maple syrup in.
Oh, really?
We're not messing around. Like our other soda pop,
Dr. Pepper.
well, Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
So, but that's what it makes you think of,
Yeah.
right? So we don't want to get ourselves into trouble. This is called Sweet Honey Fireberry, and it tastes amazing on ice cream.
I would have never thought to try hot sauce on ice cream.
You never would, and we almost should have called it the dessert sauce or whatever, but I think that there's a market for dessert sauces, so stay tuned. This is not going to be our last dessert sauce, but give it a try. Go and buy an ice cream cone today, and then put this on your ice cream, or pancakes, or my wife makes French toast all the time. I put it on French toast, a little bit of syrup over top of that, and it's really fruity, right? You know, I've even had it on a muffin and made it a fruit explosion muffin. It's so good.
Cool.
And weird. Yeah.
It's interesting. So speaking of, you talk about stay tuned, is there any other, are you just going to keep making hot sauces and expanding that, or do you have any other ideas in the works, or where do you see this going?
Like how far is the movie? I think I said earlier. We have so many ideas and so many, for instance, right in the works right now. We have 2 barbecue sauces that have come back from the lab. We're good to go. We're just waiting for word for labels. We're just got our bottles in. So we're just right at the point of just getting our labels made up. And so soon we'll have a couple barbecue sauces. Well, we had 3 on the docket, but that one's back to the drawing board.
That happens.
And just so you know, maybe don't make a hot sauce based from onions. Or a barbecue sauce, I mean. So we're getting into barbecue sauces, and that won't slow down. There's no limit to the amount of barbecue sauces you can have, and I think it's good and important for us to do that because there's so many people that just can't or won't eat hot sauce. but they will eat barbecue sauce. Like barbecue and smoking, it's such a huge industry right now. Like we've just gotten in, it's such a beautiful time. And then rubs as well. We were just talking.
When you're talking about barbecue, I was thinking rubs. That's another.
It's natural, right? You have to get into that too because it's just, I mean, when you're barbecuing or smoking something, I've never done a brisket, but my partner does it all the time, and I will be. You know, what the first thing you grab is the rub, right?
Yeah.
Rubbing it, and then you're using your sauce. You know, maybe partway through or afterwards, or your barbecue or your hot sauce, or so.
Right.
I mean, we want to get into the whole thing, and we are getting into the whole thing. So, where this whole thing is going is hundreds of varieties of hot sauce, barbecue sauce, and rubs.
Cool. So, where can people find you? Where can they buy this? How do they get this hot sauce into their kitchen?
There are a few places here in Lloydminster. We've got, I think, pretty close to 30 retailers. So, the best thing you can do, it's amazing. Best thing you can do, I'd say, is go on our website, www.kmartisan.ca, and where it says shops or where you can find us. There's a list of places that carry our hot sauce. Because I'd rather not try to remember them all. And then I'll be getting phone calls like, you never mentioned me.
That's right.
So yes, definitely there are some places that you can pick it up. If the place that you go, that's your favorite place, is sold out, please contact us and we'll ship you one.
Awesome.
Or if you're local, we'll just meet you.
Yeah, absolutely. I encourage everybody to check it out. I know I'm going to check out a couple myself. I'm really intrigued by all of them, actually. Like, it's like there's not just, you know, usually you go and then you find certain sauces, it's like mild, medium, hot. This is like ice cream
I love
and
that.
chicken wings and anything you can have it on. So yeah, it's definitely encourage everybody to check them out. So.
And one quick note about this pumpkin spice hot sauce. I'm pretty sure these are the only people in the world that have this pumpkin spice sauce.
I've never heard.
Indian food.
Really?
So like your buttered chicken or whatever, you add this in there for some heat and spice. It's got a whole bunch of different spices that is used in traditional Indian cuisine. So, and that was my buddy Nick from Kingdom Mind Media. He was like, dude, you got to try that stuff on Indian food. So try it on there if you want. Anyway, it looks like they have a few bottles left over, which is, I might have to buy one because we don't even have some. So, but it will be coming out in October again.
Pumpkin spice season.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Kenny, for being here.
Thanks, Sean.
You've got an amazing product. Keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate it.
Tell you love it. So
thank you.
Look forward to seeing more.
All right. Thank you.